බං වෙතන ස්ක්‍රීන් එකේ මුකුත් නැහැ. Very good afternoon. Welcome to the Racecourse Grounds, Colombo 7. It's time for the final Women's Tens League. Navy taking on strong Army outfit. First touches to Navy ladies. Big number 2 goes into contact earlier on. Navy, nice to see, maintaining position. Try to find a hole through the middle. Not being able to do. Sandika Hemakumari, strong, powerful center for Navy. Tries to go parallel to the sidelines. Pushed into the touch. Even exchanges right at the beginning between Army and Navy. This tournament was fought between 4 ladies teams, namely Army, Navy, CRNFC and Air Force. Of course, this is the 2 strongest outfits. Had very little trouble getting over Air Force and CRNFC, but when these 2 teams met each other in the first round, it was a close contest. Now Army, basically made up of lineup of stars, pretty much entire squad, part of a national setup. Now Army earlier on getting a penalty, moving ahead, met with a tackle. Ball presentations and distribution notably fluent when you compare it with the other 2 teams I just mentioned. Air Force and CRNFC had torrid times against these 2 outfits. Just about a minute and a half gone already now. Army taken a quick tap. Gives it out to number 9. She straight away clears the ball very efficiently, and now space available. Created the overlap. I wonder whether she took the right choice by cutting back inside. Now Army showing their skills and the work rate. Nicely distributed and goes over. I beg your pardon, that's over the 25-meter line. For a moment I thought she has gone all the way. Once again, quick tap taken. Navy earlier on under pressure. Number 13 met with a heavy tackle. Now running basically across the field. A long distance, found no way in. But still, Army, the support, arrived in time. Now the fly half number 10 gives out a quality ball. Receiving it back. This is very, very good defending from the Navy outfit. And for sealing the ball, earning a penalty. Rewarded for minutes of heavy defending. Now Navy ladies outfit in with a chance of getting out of the jail. Looking for numbers. Goes to the ground. Push the ball while she is going down. Opportunity presented right at the center. Inside 22 yards. Inside the red zone. Army doing all the talking, doing all the attacking. Navy ladies outfit found wanting. It is tough. Waves after waves of attacks from the seasoned Army outfit now in distribution. Number 10 Gave a quality ball, cut back inside with a good tackle and in possession. Ball still in play. Very well done. Going backwards surprisingly. I wonder whether that was a forward pass. Invited pressure. So ref Osiri decided it's time for a scrum in favor of Army ladies. Waves after waves of attack. Still the scoreline reads 0-0. Like I said before, these two outfits met each other once in the league stage. Good pressure. Excellent work. In possession. Ref plays on. Now Sandika Hemakumari goes through one, goes through two. Going all the way. Can she? Not quite. Looking for support. Touch late still. Recycling the ball. Now to the near side. Quality ball given. And found a way in. Navy. Rewarded for all the defending. Excellent stuff earlier on. This is the final. Memorable occasion. Number 7. Excellent work. Army thought by doing all the attacking earlier on to come out with some points. But Navy, having done all the hard work, they were pretty much gassed out, but still had the energy, had the legs to go all the way. Now they are in front. Dilini Polheva, the try scorer, number 7, right throughout the league stage. Brilliant player throughout the league stage. Dilini Polheva, number 7 for Navy. Now it's time for Navy to restart things off. If I'm not mistaken, this is number 9. Chose to go midway, calm and composed, well collected, had the numbers, with a big tackle from Sambika Hemakumari. Oh yes, was too high. Key player goes to the bin. Not ideal. Navy just after scoring. This is their key player. Their trump card goes to the bin for 2 minutes. Now the Navy ladies, they will have to contend for 2 minutes without the presence of enterprising Sandika Hemakumari. Let's have a look once again. Yes, wasn't intentional but dangerous. So ref had no option but to show the ref, I beg your partner, yellow card. Now 9 against 10. Army in with an advantage. Switching directions and running across. Nicely presented. Ball recycling and ruck clearance from Army. Up to the mark. This telecast brought to you by Adsart Live, leading sport media producers, multi-camera productions, live replay, live graphic solutions, interview sports specialist, best in the business, providing us these excellent pictures. Army still doing all the talking. It's time to welcome my co-commentator Clifford Surendran. Interesting game in prospect. Cliff.
Good afternoon, Dhammika. Good afternoon to all our viewers just joining from home. You are watching the live Clifford Cup finals for the Women's Tennis Championship sponsored by Nippon. And good start for Navy Sports Club. Exciting game, very fair start. And here onwards, I think it's going to be pretty much an open game, even though it's 5-0. And the advantage Army have is Navy's with one man down.
Absolutely. Even with one lady down, Navy still holding on to the lead. Quality ball is given, met with a good tackle, number 9. We know she's a very nippy customer. Now number 2. Instead of going forward, went initially sideways, now clears the ball, number 3. Going backwards instead of moving forward, number 4. Good inside ball. Nice dummy before goes to the ground and holding on for too long, says the ref.
Well, Damek, if you can see, Navy is trying to explore the short side often, and which seems to be a good sign, but they are lacking a little bit of pace here. But on the other hand, Army is putting a lot of effort in terms of defending, and this is a good chance for them to attack. And there you go, that's a good pass coming inside and binding up and waiting for options on the right hand side, still running towards traffic. Brought down, it's a high tackle, but referee is watching. Well, it went the other way around, quite interesting, but Navy survives.
Navy in position. Who remembers her? I think that's Sandoval, if not mistaken.
Number 5,
but unfortunately got caught sealing the ball, so it's a penalty in favor of Army once again.
Well, it's a tiring affair, isn't it, playing at this time, but then again, players should be fit and coaches should adjust their game plan according to the weather conditions as well. That is something very important, and from now onwards it's going to be really difficult. You can see it on the field. Players are really panting and their lungs are pretty much out. They're working their way up, but again, that's the atmosphere here at 2:30 in the afternoon here at Racecourse. Beautiful weather, but it's pretty warm, and players should adapt and they have to plan their moves accordingly. Yes, it's a final. They have to go all out, but then again, they have to preserve some energy as well.
A scorching hot day. Navy, despite doing all the defending, still holding on to a slender lead of just 5 points. They know they are up against a strong Army outfit. I think Hema Kumari is back. Like I said before, key lady for Navy outfit. Now deciding to go into touch, and touch finder was good, just about 20 meters net gain.
Number two.
Watch out for Shanika Madhumali, another nippy customer for Navy. If I'm not mistaken, scored 2 hat-tricks during last couple of games. Well thrown. Good attempt for a steal. Wasn't successful. Initially went back. Now gave it out, and ball is in distribution. Nice quality ball, but with a good tackle. Once again to the broader side. Just about keeping the ball in play. I think horrific head collision just before that. 2 ladies on the ground. Immediate attention is given.
Well, Aisha Perra trying to step inside, ran into Gaini Randhanu, who was on a defending side, and it's a head collision being attended by the medics. Hope nothing serious. And that's Gaini Randhanu, who's been very instrumental in Navy attack. Look at the replay. Going in there, inside pass there. And Aisha Perra picking it up and trying to go inside. Oh, that's a cross hit. 3 heads colliding.
Hope everything is all right. Randunu, notably under serious pain. Medical attention is given. Slight hold up. This is the final. Organized and conducted by Sri Lanka Rugby, sponsored by Nippon Paint. There were quite a few interesting matches leading up to this one, but this is the 2 best teams in the country.
Well, that's a reverse angle. You can take a look at it. And going in there, I think both the Navy players, they collided. And that's where that injury was from, because she was not anticipating it from the Army player, and suddenly they had 2 defenders coming in to bring Aisha Perra, and that's what happened. And let's hope Gayani Randunu is okay. HIA has been done and been cleared, so she's back on the field. So quite interestingly, going back to the game, because so interesting start by both teams, very promising start, but actually Navy managed to break free and using the width of the pitch. So that's where the 5 points difference is. But on the other hand, equally both teams are defending well.
Yes, you're on point. Navy initially made to do some serious defending, but they weather the initial storm, now in front, but the attacks kept coming. Army, waves after waves attacks. Now to the shorter side. Does she have the legs? Not quite. Ball distributions, handling skills from Army, top notch.
Advantage over.
She's the danger man, number 10 for Army, Aisha Pereira. Household name when it comes to women's rugby.
Roll away. Get back, get back.
Once again, looking for opportunities. Little bit bunched up,
Holding on.
holding on.
You have to release the ball.
Lucky escape, but much needed one for Navy. Pretty much 75% of the time, Navy doing all the defending. Now for a change.
Well, Army had multiple phases, but was not helpful enough for them because it was pretty much cross-field running. And they were not exploring or rather trying to exploit the defense. But Navy, they are holding on to it and managed to turn things around. So they have the ball in hand. And that's going to be something interesting to see, because they've been pretty much, if you look at it, then Navy's attacking has been a little bit instrumental or rather a little bit tactical compared to Army. Army was trying to work that ball around on both ends, but just running across the field is not helping them to gain the required yardage. Look at that, that's stepping inside again, not gaining much yardage, going across the field. And first roll off, second one, and not enough, says referee.
Credit must be given to Navy defense. Resolute. Keep an eye on Nippon scrum of Shanika Madhumali. Number 7, Polheva goes to the ground.
Get back, get back, get back.
Good, efficient clearance. Army defense organized and waiting.
Roll away now, roll away. No. Your feet.
Another penalty.
10 feet, okay.
She let the ball loose and Army turns it over. Once again, looking for broader channels, number 10. Series of mistakes. Now Sandika Hemakumari presented a quality ball. Ref providing instructions to retake the penalty.
Well, Damak, if you look at it, Navy is showing a sense of urgency, but that's often is going against them because whoever the quick tap taker is not looking at the rest of the team, but they are ready. So that is not really helping them. And luckily, they were able to get back-to-back 3 penalties. I mean, had they planned it, probably they would have gained some more yardage. But anyway, they were kicking against the wind, and from there, it was not good enough. But moving in that, it's going into half-time, 5-0, Navy leading, and that's going to give them a psychological advantage. But I'm sure Army will have a lot of talking in the half-time, and the game is pretty much wide open.
Still anybody's game. I think going into half-time with 5 points lead, not a big one, still Navy should be the happier side. Here's the scoreline, not a big lead. We are expecting something special from both the ladies' team in the second half. Especially Navy outfit. Whenever they got the ball, they got a penalty or turned the ball over. They were a little bit hurrying things up. That's the try. Just about the only occasion we saw Navy ladies exchanging the ball very fluently, and they've been rewarded with a try. Just a matter of sticking to the basics, keeping things simple. With that, we'll be moving into a commercial break. Right at the beginning of the second half, we'll catch you with a live action.
Play to win the game. We'll take care of your aches and pains. Siddha Labor Spray. Trusted for 8 decades for quick relief from all aches and pains.
The largest paint supplier of Japanese vehicles. Original equipment manufacturer approved, Nax Premila 2K is the most premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need.
වසර 130ක විශ්වාසයෙන් දැන් ඕඩලස් තාක්ෂණයෙන් Nippon Odorless Paints තත්වයෙන් උසස් හොඳම තේරීම
Nippon Paints. Live with colors. Nippon Paints. Live with colors.
Play to win the game. We'll take care of your aches and pains. Siddha Labor Spray. Trusted for 8 decades for quick relief from all aches and pains.
the largest paint supplier of Japanese vehicles. Original equipment manufacturer approved, Nax Premila 2K is the most premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need.
Welcome back live. This is Women's Tens League Finals in action right here at Racecourse Grounds. Navy holding on to a slender lead. Dilini Polheva, the try scorer for Navy. Right throughout the game, most of the attacking was done by Army. Navy, when it comes to their defending, did pretty well. But they had a couple of opportunities where they were rushing things off a little bit. Let's hope the second half will be better for both the teams. Now Army in action. Poor ball handling skill ruined what could have been a great opportunity. Just about 9 more minutes remaining. This is 10-a-side rugby, 10 minutes each way. Two best teams in action. The pass was a touch low. What do you expect in this final? Ball handling skills to be very good. Shanika Madhumali presented a quality ball. Hit the clearance. Now Hema Kumari running across, met with a big tackle. Still had the presence of mind to switch directions. Very well done, number 2. Moving ahead, there's no stopping. Try time, Navy. Gaini Randunu just a while ago had a serious head clash with their own player. That was a beautiful piece of play by Navy.
Well, a couple of paces, and look at the pace for a hooker. Not bad though. And like I said, she's been very instrumental in this game. What an improvement in women's rugby for both these two teams. And fantastic finish. They saw the option wide open left flank and trying to work that back around, and instead of running across, they were passing that ball and ensured the ball traveled faster than the players, and that gave them the ample space to finish it off. Beautiful try by Navy. Score extending to 12 points to 0. And as of now, if they can hold on to it, and Navy will be crowned as the Clifford Cup Knockout Women's Championship champs. But Army, on the other hand, well, they got two things to worry. One thing, they have to reduce this deficit, that's for sure. And second thing is, Navy's momentum has shifted now, and they are on an attacking mode. So therefore, Army has to equally concentrate on their defense as well. So that's going to be a tough ask for these ladies, being in the second half and few minutes left on the clock. And 12-0, they have to score twice for sure.
Our Army, they need to do all the catching up. I'm sure during the break they must have some stern words spoken, especially in the Navy camp. Notable improvements, fluidity with their handling and the ball distribution. That was an excellent piece of running by Gaini Randunu. She was presented with a quality ball. That's what the coach is expecting in a game of tens. Acres of room available to run, to have the speed, and your ball distribution skills is up to the mark. Chances of your succeeding immediately goes high. Now Army doing all the catching up right at the start. They were in front when it comes to ball possession. Their handling skills As we mentioned, excellent. Our long ball. Still, despite staying in front, Navy's defense, excellent cover defense, still not providing any room for this speedy Army ladies to go through. Sense of urgency and handling errors come. That was knocked forward. Another enterprising move ended just like that. Here's the replay. She was looking at the avenue where she can find or spot a gap. Wasn't successful. Samantha Jayamali presented a quality ball to Sandika Hemakumari just before goes into touch. Play. Sent in a good inside ball, but unfortunately conceding a penalty for sealing off, and Army opting for a scrum.
Well, Damika, intentions are pretty clear for Navy. Even though they have 12 points on board, they're not going to stop from there. They want to continue with that. So usually in these kind of circumstances, and when you have a tiring afternoon, usually when the teams they have a lead, probably they tend to defend from there onwards. But here you can see Navy is continuously keep attacking, and that shows some brilliant signs, isn't it?
Yes. When you get into a defensive mindset, you're inviting pressure upon you. Like Cliff mentioned, Navy ladies, they are looking for more points. That's exactly what the doctor orders as far as Navy team management is concerned. Now Army hurrying things up a bit. Winger runs around, met with a good cover tackle, well wrapped up.
Well, that's a card for the Navy Army player, and I think that's for the high tackle. I think maybe we can take a look at the replay, but good passage of play there by Army. And a beautiful step inside, but a nice tackle coming from nowhere. She was not expecting it, but picking up, I think coming from the gates, coming from the side or maybe from the offside position. I was not clear on that, but this time Army is down to 9 men or 9 players, you can say that, and chance for Navy to extend their lead if they can work that ball around and overload 1 or 2 sides. Probably they'll be able to get that. Opting to go, trying to get that ball working around and trying to break that defense, but Army is giving a lot in there.
Just the kind of opportunity Navy was looking for. Now Madhubali. Ball in distribution. Cut back inside and met with a tackle. Ref says the ball is available. Well turned over. Army hurrying things up a touch, but still doing everything within their capabilities to come up with a scoring opportunity. Time running up. They knows it. Now to the far side, running across. Pamadi Veerasinghe. Beautiful run. But unfortunately, another sealing off. Ref wasn't too happy. And Navy.
Well, Tamadi Veerasinghe has been very instrumental. You saw this is a second breakaway run. And I think the support play has not been that great. Both occasions conceding a penalty. So this is going, all her hard work is going down the drain. And in fact, they have to be more organized. You can see she saw that gap and accelerated, but Navy defense, cover defense has been fantastic. And again, unfortunately, every occasion, every time that she accelerates and gains that yardage, the supports play have been a little bit lethargic, either coming from the sides or maybe like putting their hands in and not getting the right ball out, which has been 2 turnover balls back to back, and that's costing Army.
Well, Navy had to hold on for this lead just about a couple of more minutes. This is a fantastic opportunity. Kicking the ball into touch, not gain too many meters. Nevertheless, they will be in with a throw-in. Grand opportunity. Navy lost their first game during the league stage to Army, but coming back strong. Sticking to their basics. Defense pretty good. Very enterprising, very adventurous Army setup of players. Still not been able to put any score on the board. This is excellent distribution and a very well tackled. Went low, good body positions. Once again, good leg drive. Try scorer.
Okay, roll away now, roll away. Number 2.
One more sealing
Well, that's
off.
a good call by the referee. He was there right there to spot it, but now you can see Army showing some urgency. And good loop pass, but then again defense coming in. Well, could be an intentional drop or a knock, and that's going to be a card, that's for sure. Oh, that's the second yellow, or rather back-to-back yellow cards, and pardon me, it's a straight red, I guess. So that's going to be a tough one for Navy to swallow. Sandika Hemakumari being a very key player in the Navy setup. Look at that, going for the tackle along with the ball and knocking that ball down. So it's a red card. Navy down to 9 players. But as of now, it's equal share of players on the field. But still, when Army get their yellow carded player back in, they will have the numerical advantage. So chance for them to work things out. But the question for me here is whether they got the time in hand to do that.
On our clock, it's 20 minutes up. I don't think our clock is not too different from the watch Asir is wearing. Loopy ball. Another high shot. Unacceptable. Dying seconds of the game. All of a sudden, Navy committing mistakes after mistake. Jayamali. Too many sealing offs. I think this should be the chance for Navy to seal things off.
That's from the reverse angle, running into traffic and going down. It's a clean one, but referee says not good enough.
Under pressure, knocked it on. Army in possession. Can they utilize this opportunity? Try to go through the middle. Navy still holding on and gets a reward. In the process, earning 10 more meters.
Well, looking at the clock, if I'm a Navy player, I will get my team to settle down, calm down, work that ball, hold position, kill some time, and we have the lead but one player down. So best thing is to have possession in hand That is very important for them. Kicking with the wind. Pretty decent kick, but not good enough to find touch. So Army has the ball.
Cardinal mistake, not finding touch. Giving that much needed opportunity to Army outfit. Very well handled, but just went backwards. Luckily, now she ran across the field, still not finding any gaps. Navy backpedaling. Plenty of numbers. This should be. Oh no, oh no. Another handling error to the rescue for Navy ladies.
Well, amazing passage of play from Army after a long lapse and unable to convert that opportunity into points. Looking at that, and she's been very instrumental. She's been fantastic. Pumi Nisansala, and there you go. That's the forward pass. You can see the assistant ref also signing that. So Navy survives, and leading sports broadcaster in Sri Lanka at Arts. But compared to many other games, I mean, Dabika, if you look at it in this game, the ball handling by both teams have been fantastic. Because usually, if you look at the women's game, in the past, not in the recent past, in the past, we have seen a lot of handling errors. But look at the improvement, look at the development of the game, and look at the way these players are going in, running into traffic, clean tackles, working that ball around, right, looking at gaps, sidestepping. What a massive improvement in the game. Credit goes to all those who are involved.
Very impressive indeed. These two teams in particular, if you compare these two teams with Sierra FC and Air Force outfit, this set of ladies looks like well seasoned, well drilled, and well coached. Like you mentioned, good signs for the development of women's game. We are ideally looking at top 8 club teams coming up with their own ladies outfit. That would be a fantastic initiative for the development of women's rugby in the country.
Jayanti Kumari, well, drifting across the field and handing over the ball at the last minute while the defenders are right at your face. Not going to help. Turnover ball to Army. And they got numbers. Can they make it count? The pace counts here. And this was on the cards for a long time. And finally touches down Pumi Nisansala. All her hard work has paid off right now. But the question is that enough to get her team back into the game? 12-5. It's going to be a difficult conversion. But look at that pace. Beautiful running. She had multiple occasions where she gained plenty of yardage. But right now she was able to finish it off. Finally saw some consolation for Army. But they have to get this going.
Like I said, Piyumi Nisansala, she got the speed. Just that Army weren't provided enough opportunities for Piyumi Nisansala to run. Conversion nowhere near. So Navy still in with a chance. I don't think too many minutes remaining. Though our clock says it's 20 minutes up. Oh, the race start goes to the church. A free kick in favor of Navy. Noticeably the happier side. Looks like they know they are in with a chance of wrapping things off and become the champions in this women's tennis league. Just to killing off time. Shanika Madhumali taking a quick tap. Ball still in distribution. Close call for a high shot. Now switching directions. She let that one go, but well collected and goes to the ground, and once again clearing it very well and earning a penalty in the process, Army.
So while we are watching the women's game, you can see on the back of the screen, or rather on top of the screen, you can see both the teams, the finalists, Sri Lanka Navy and CRNFC. We're taking the team photographs with the chief guests along with the other officials. And that's the big game coming up next. Clifford Cup Knockout Championship Finals. Nippon Paint, Sri Lanka Rugby putting a show together and bringing this tournament to the final stages. A tremendous workload has been done, and you can see the Forces band. That's the beauty, and they are actually creating some fantastic atmosphere here, and really a big match atmosphere. It's a big game for them. Army playing against Navy, Cup Finals. 12-5 is the score.
Huge game coming up. Navy taking on CRNFC. Can't ask for a better backdrop for that team photo. Still, Navy lady thought Ref Arsevi gave back the possession, but now in with a chance to becoming the champions. Navy. Touch finder was good, so it will be Navy throw. Just a few minutes back, our clock strike 20th minute, but still ref continues with the play. Shanuka Madumali with the throw-in. Very well collected. Shanika in return gets the ball. This is good ball handling skills, like Cliff mentioned a moment ago. Number 7, the try scorer, Dilini Polhavage, gave it out to number 24. Advantage coming in favor of Navy. Now trying to find more opportunities. But a tiny knock on. That's it. Navy ladies outfit, the champions 2023 women's tennis-side rugby. They knew they were up against a strong Army outfit. Star-studded Army outfit. But they had the presence of mind to execute their plan earlier on. They were doing some serious defending. Look at them. Elated, jubilant. Both these teams got serious talent. Future for women's rugby in Sri Lanka is very bright. From the fans' perspective, we are hoping that the other 4 club teams, Police, CH, Havelocks and Candy, if they can come up with a ladies outfit that will be ideally suited, and that will definitely push the women's rugby in the country upwards. Here are the highlights. Quite a few swift distributions right throughout the game. First up, Dilini Polheva. Very well done. Next, number 4. In fact, the hooker, number 2. Gayani Randunu. There's no stopping her. She got the momentum. She got the strength. She goes over. Then it was the opportunity for Piumini Sansara. Someone who got serious pace, ran around the defenders and scored for Army, but all too late. Too little, too late. Army the better side, but today Navy shown that they can do whatever it takes to become the champions. 12 points to 5 in favor of Navy, 2 tries and a conversion, but for Army it's just a solitary try. With that, we'll go for a small commercial break and back with live action soon after.